Hello, hello everybody. Laurie here from Unique in the Creek. Hello, hello. Come on in, say hi. I know you're expecting Jackie. Jackie is a little under the weather today. Oh, what is that? What's going on with TikTok? There we go. Hi, TikTok. So Jackie's a little under the weather today. So you guys got me. Aren't you happy? So say hi when you come in. We are going to put together the Scarecrow kit. This one is this is a fan favorite. Everybody loves the Scarecrow kit. Hi, Lynn. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Lynn. Happy birthday, Lynn. Hope you had a great day. Yeah, so this kit was just released today. UniqueInTheCreek.com, or let's pretend I'm Jackie, UniqueInTheCreek.com. Really easy kit, really easy to put together, and like I said, it's a fan favorite. We do it every single year, and I do it different every year. So it is done on our character board, which you can see the character board has a solid middle. Okay, and then we have rows of holes going this way. You also get this beautiful Scarecrow. Was it last Sunday? I thought it was today. Oops. Oh my gosh. You get this great Scarecrow vinyl. We have in the kit, look at this mesh, my friends. If you know, you know. This is awesome mesh. This is a fabric mesh checked jute. So you can't wood burn this. You probably don't want to wood burn it anyways because it's a Scarecrow. So even if we have some frays, and I'll show you what I did in a second, this is going to be a fabulous mesh to go around his face. You do get the Scarecrow hat. It's just a felt plush hat, but it is flat. Hello, everybody on TikTok. Look how cute that is, right? So it is flat back. It is made with felt. Yeah, so it's going to go great with this. I also, in the kit, you also get... No, just in the kits that are available right now. We are going to have another set of kits coming around August. And believe it or not, guys, I stashed these from last year. So my hats that I ordered for this year have not come in yet. But I stashed some from last year so I can make some kits early. Because I listen to you guys. I listen. So that is why we have Scarecrow hats in June. All right. You get this is awesome ribbon, especially for any fall or Halloween design. It's the 7-inch royal burlap. We're going to make a bow tie for him, make him nice and dapper. All right. You get your squeegee. You're going to have it. You can use this squeegee many, many, many times, especially if you like to use the vinyls and the character board or the rail board. And you get gray zip ties. I love the gray zip ties. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. So this is KIT150. It is $26.99. I know, Dave said I priced it too low, but it is what it is. $26.99. You get all of it. And we're going to put this bad boy together. Yeah, the hats. I'm telling you, this mesh is about $10 by itself if you buy it separately. This is a fabric jute mesh checked. You check that out on any website. Actually, where's the thing? Here it is. The number for it is RY8339CE. Go check it out. That's why. And then the hat is about, I think, $7 something retail. So for $26.99, my friends, you are getting a fabulous deal. I'm telling you. And you know, you get your ribbon and your board and your zip ties, and we got cable mounts and we got pipe cleaner. Yeah, we got it all. All right. I'm also, look at this. We just got this in. This is foam, okay? I never use anything that's paper, okay? Anything I buy, it's either foam or plastic because I know it's for wreath making. Some people make centerpieces and stuff, but majority of our customers make wreaths and, you know, swags and door hangers and stuff like that. This bush, all these are foam. I'm going to incorporate some of this into my scarecrow because it almost looks like kind of corn stalk. Don't you agree? I think it's going to look and bring just wow the scarecrow. Now this doesn't come in the kit. I think it's like $4 for the whole bush, but there is a lot of stems on here, my friend. I think I'm only going to probably use half of this. The number for this is in the description. So we're going to incorporate some of that, okay? So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put our vinyl onto our board. This is going to bring our wreath frame and our sign all in one. Very inexpensive way to make a wreath using vinyls. Okay, so basically this is one big sticker. Okay, they are UV. We use UV ink. And they're a high adhesive vinyl. Okay, so this is an outdoor vinyl. It takes about 24 hours to cure onto the board. However, it's not going to move or anything. You can definitely do your wreath and decorate it and stuff like that. But after about 24 hours, if you tried to pick it off, you're going to have a hard time. All right. And these last in the sun forever. The mesh will fade before the face will. Okay, so let's get started. First thing I like to do is make sure there is nothing on your character board, okay? Glitter, hair, dog hair, anything, little pieces, because you don't want anything coming through your vinyl, all right? Now, here's our hanging holes at the top, all right? So this is the top of my board, all right? And then you'll see a number 1 and a number 2 in between the 2 hanging holes. So that, you know, is the top, alrighty? Now, I like to use what's called the wet method for putting my vinyl on. And the reason I do this is a water-soluble adhesive that is on these vinyls, which means you can take you can put it down. Say if you put it on crooked or something, you can still take it off and reposition it and put it back down as many times as you need, okay, with a little bit of water underneath. Eventually the water, you'll see we're going to squeegee the water out so it's secure to the board, and then the water will eventually dissipate under the vinyl and it will cure onto the board. So this is the best way, especially if this is the first time you've ever done a vinyl. Get a wet cloth or a wet paper towel or even a little squirt bottle from the dollar store. We actually have these little pink ones on our website. I just squirt just a little tiny bit of water on my board here, okay? I'll go like this so you guys can see it. All right, just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just peel my big old sticker, my big happy face. There we go. So, got to get the edge. Get that finger under there or a pin. Okay, you're going to peel it right off. And this actually is vinyl 510. We have I think 2 different scarecrow faces. One was painted by Yvette, right? She's an artist friend of mine. And then we have number 510. So if you want to make more of these and not get the kit, you can absolutely do this. All right, so what I do is I look. You can measure and all that stuff. Nobody got time for that. I look at these, the row where it says 1 and 2 on here, And then I look down the Scarecrow's eyes. That is the center of his face. So I'm just going to lay this on the solid part of the board right before the holes, the last holes. So just like that. Now, like I said, if you're using the water method, the wet method, you can move your vinyl and reposition it or whatever. So I'm just going to kind of hold it up. Now, it's a scarecrow face. You're not even if you do it crooked, it would look really super cute. But I think this looks pretty straight. So there, right between his eyes. I'm pretty good at these. I've been doing them for a long time. So I'm happy where his face is, and you can see he's right on the inside of the holes here. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your squeegee. Okay. Now if you didn't get a kit, we do have the squeegees on our website at uniqueinthecreek.com. I'm going to put a paper towel, just a piece of paper towel, even toilet paper. You don't have paper towel, just toilet paper or something. All I'm doing is putting a piece of it over top of the felt part. All right. And I'm going to start in the middle and work my way to the outside. And you'll see as I'm pushing, water is going to start coming out. And that's what we want. Now I'm putting the paper towel on to catch any of the water that's coming out. And it saves, the felt. Because, you want to tongue-tied here. You want to, have your supplies last as much as possible. Okay, so I'm just going around, and it looks like I have all the water out. And now I'm going to go around again with the felt part. So it's going to get a better adhesive seal because, this is kind of padded. I just put that on only to catch the water. And now we're going to do the exact same thing. Take right from the center. I do it in a kind of a 45-degree angle and really press. And you may get a few little tiny bubbles or water come out. But this is getting all the little tiny bubbles out. Now, if there's a few teeny tiny bubbles, don't worry. Those bubbles will go away on their own. All right, and we're going to be decorating all this and everything, so you're only going to see about this much of his face anyways. So, and that's it. We now have our wreath frame and our sign all in one swoop. Easy peasy. All right, and now make sure you keep this safe somewhere when you order, because we have over 600 different vinyls you can choose from. So these are great, we have Santa vinyl, but we have actual sign ones that say words and all kinds of stuff. They're really, really pretty. So, and you do them exactly the same. Same with the rail board. The rail board, our vinyls fit the rail board as well. The rail board is just you decorate the bottom half, okay? You sold 6 Ibis Eagle vinyl wreaths? Oh, I believe it. Okay, so now we can decorate. So, for my mesh, this mesh is so nice. Soft and pliable and anyways, we need 16 pieces of mesh. We're going to do 8 on the outside on row 1, and we're going to do 8 pieces on row 2. All right, cut your pieces, 16 pieces at 22 inches. 22, easy. 22. All right, so I've already cut mine. You can either use your ruler that is in your kit if you don't have a cutting mat. Okay, if you don't have a cutting mat or a rotary cutter, you can, I'm just going to, I have a roll of mesh open here. Kind of was doing this kind of last minute, but You're going to roll out your mesh, and then you're just going to cut it at the 22-inch with your scissors. You need 16 pieces at 22 inches. Okay? Now, this is a scarecrow, and why I picked this mesh is a lot of you, and like I said, we've been doing this exact scarecrow for 5 years now. Actually, more, I've been doing it longer. Even before I had the Unique in the Creek boards, when I was doing my prototype, I did have a scarecrow. And lots of you like to use, hi Chris Merritt! How are you doing? I'm sorry guys, a friend of mine just popped on. I haven't talked to her in forever. Some of you like to use the frayed burlap. Okay, you know the frayed burlap, the edges are all frayed, and when you finished your scarecrow, it looks really messy and stuff like that. You can do that with this mesh, okay? This is a jute. Burlap and jute are pretty much the same thing. It is made with the jute, and all you have to do, if you want your mesh ends frayed, cut it, and then all you have to do is take these striations of strings, just pull them. So not the ones that are going this way, the ones that are going this way, and just keep pulling them, pull them out, and you can fray it as far down as you would like to go. Now it's going to make a mess. However, that frayed burlap is very hard to find and it's expensive. So you can do this with any jute mesh. I have like a normal jute here. It's a little bit harder, but you can pull the strings out and make your own frayed mesh. Okay, I just wanted to point that out because I wasn't sure. A lot of people are asking about, you know, can you get the frayed mesh and everything in? I can. Like I said, it's very expensive, but fray it yourself. Now, it makes a mess. But if you need that and want that look, that's how you can do it. Alrighty, so I would do your frayed mesh, make your mess, clean your mess up, and then start your wreath. Alright, so you want to do it on both ends if you want frays. Alrighty, so 22 inches, 16 pieces. Alright, so now we're going to grab our zip ties. And it really doesn't matter where you start. I want to make him look large, okay? So I am going to use whole row 1 to the outside of the board, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take your zip tie and just go down. It doesn't matter where you pick, and we're going to be skipping holes. So I am going to use, just for teaching purposes, I'll use where it says number 1 on the board. Then I'm going to skip this row and we're going to go to this hole. Skip this one, go to this one for row 1. So you're going to take your zip tie, just put it down the hole, and then when I put my mesh on, I'm going to come around and do my zip tie up. The mesh is going to go right in the middle between the head and the tail, and we'll do our mesh up. Now, like I said, I want it nice ruffle to frame his face and make him look big. So, let's take one of our pieces. Hello, hello everybody. Oh, Dorothy, I haven't seen you in a while either. All my old friends are coming on. Okay, so you're gonna take your long piece of mesh. Okay, have it curl down. Curl down means if I opened it up and it curled this way, that's curl up. That's the only way I figured how to teach it. So I want it curled down. I want it lengthwise like this with the factory edges on the left and the right hand side of me. And what I'm going to do is this center line, this yellow center line, this is what I'm going to follow. And all I'm going to do is go straight up the middle, pinching and making a pleat right up the middle. So you're going to take your thumb and your forefinger and you're going to pinch it. Grab some more mesh with your pointer finger and bring it in. Bring it in. So you're sliding it in right down that center yellow line. Okay. Now it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to put it on the board and it's not going to, you're not going to be able to tell. But look at this absolutely fabulous ruffle. Nice big ruffle. Peter Pointer. Is that better, Chris? Okay. Make sure each side, now if you pinched it right up the middle, both sides of your ruffle should be the same. Look at this mesh. The edge of this side is green and the other edge of this side is orange. It's so pretty. Now you're going to take the center where you pinched. You're going to put it right on top of the zip tie you just put in. And you're going to come around. And you want to come around with the tail and the flat side of the zip tie head. Okay. Now because I want this to go, I want it to go outwards because we're going to put another set of mesh on the inner. So I want this kind of to frame my wreath, to make my wreath look bigger. So to do that, I like to take that very last pleat, okay, right at the end here, and I kind of face it down on the board. And do you see how it made our ruffle go outwards? It made it go outwards. And then you're going to do it up. Alrighty? So now we're going to skip this row and I'm going to go to the next row. So we're going to do every other row from the outside, from hole 1 to the outside of the board. I believe this kit was $26.99. Oh, I was going to put some of this in. Let's see. Just cut a little piece off. Let's see how it looks. Put it into the zip tie. I was going to do this, and it's wired. I'm not too sure. I think I'm just going to leave it to. This is going to be really nice, but because it is a kit, I think I'm just going to use exactly what's in the kit. Now you can add some tubing, different color, like orange or the jute color tubing, all kinds of stuff. You can add some pieces of your orange ribbon into your mesh, but I really love this mesh. And I picked this mesh because it is so pretty. So I think I'm going to, yes, raffia. Lots of people put raffia in. I think I'm just going to let this mesh shine on its own. Okay, so put your ruffle in. Before I do it up super tight, I flip that last pleat down towards the board so it comes outwards. Yeah, this mesh is everything. And then you're going to cut your zip tie tails off. Now, we do have the pink cutters on our website if you like to use those. We don't include them in the kits anymore. But if you have an old pair of scissors, you can use that as well to cut your zip tie tails. So we're just going to scrunch it. Okay, once you got your ruffle, put it right onto your board. Come around with your zip tie. I like to push that last pleat so it goes outwards and then tighten it up. So we got 8 of these to do. This is basically the whole wreath. So literally, if you have never wreathed a day in your life or craft, this kit is A, super cute, and B, will so impress your friends when you make it. Because they're going to be like, you did not make that. And you'll be like, yeah, I did. Yeah, that was me, Susan. I used the raffia skirts first, but that's okay. Yeah, I made first I made a cousin it with the raffia skirts they have at Dollar Tree. And then I also did a whole raffia wreath on the ring board. You just zip the raffia skirt onto the board. Very easy and simple. There is a video on my YouTube. So you can see I'm not really making sure I'm totally going up the center. You just want to gather that mesh in. It is cute. I always use this Scarecrow face. He's adorable. Okay, so there's your ruffle when you put it in, but when you flip this front pleat down, it pushes it like a fan, fans it out to the outside. Yes, get the skirts now. Absolutely. They're always in the summer section at Dollar Tree. Try and get the adult size one if they have them, because the adult size one gives you more raffia. Oh, you found a turkey vinyl. The turkey's cute too. Okay, a couple more for the outside. So you can see I'm skipping every row on row 1. Because then on row 2, we're going to go in the rows that we didn't use on row 1. So that will fill everything in. You have a board that looks like an octopus. What? Yes, Sandra, this Scarecrow is super popular. That's why I'm doing two batches of the Scarecrow this year. I know it's not even summer yet, but lots of people start making their fall and Halloween and Christmas and everything for craft shows and stuff. I didn't know I had a board that looks like an actual board that looks like an octopus. All right, this is the last one on row 1. I'm glad I didn't. I like that I just kept the mesh. This mesh is just so gorgeous. Mesh, 16 pieces, 22 inches. All right, now we're going on to the next row. So like I said, we are going to go in where every row that doesn't have the mesh on row 1, you're going to go down row 1 or hole 1.5 and back up hole 2. And we're going to, there's 8 of those. So down and up. And then I'll show you the back. The back is so nice and neat and professional looking. And the nice thing about these, if you make it for a gift or if you're selling it at a craft show or on Etsy or whatever, you can make yourself some stickers, little round stickers or something, or even tape your business card to the back. Look how nice and neat that is. I love the gray. So professional looking. Or you can even, if you're giving it as a gift, you can even write with a Sharpie marker on the back of your board and write a little note or put a date or whatever. Especially if this is your very first wreath. You may, if it's your very first wreath, you may want to actually date it. So, you know, when you pull it out every year for fall, you can remember what year you made that. All right, we are next row. Here we go. No, we can't purchase the hat separately yet. These hats that I got for this kit right now are from last year. So I put away 75 of them from last year. I hoarded them so I could put this kit out early this year. So we do have another batch that will be probably on the website come August. I think I did order extra hats for the website, but those won't be out until like end of July, August. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing. Scrunch it up. Or you could do a kerfuffle. Let's see. We'll put the normal ruffle like we just did. You're gonna take the middle and you're gonna put it right in between your zip tie here. Okay, we're gonna make sure. Again, I'm gonna flip the last pleat kind of down towards the board. There we go. So it doesn't cover his whole face. And then pull your zip tie. Now you might want to pull, when you pull your zip tie, move the head of your zip tie towards the back here. And then pull it and cut it. And then you fluff it up and then you're not gonna, and then the mesh will start piling on each other and you're not, it's just gonna look like a wonderful thing of ruffles. Mary, I do need to sell the wreaths I make because they're everywhere in my house, in my warehouse, in every bedroom, on every door. The problem is we got to figure out the shipping for doing the finished wreaths. Okay, we're going to the next one. So you're using 16 pieces at 22 inches. And you can color them, but you know what? You never see the zip tie when you put end up putting all your mesh in. You don't actually see the zip ties. That's why I did gray. I would rather have gray that looks like they're the same color as the board, and it makes it nice and professional looking. But yes, you can color your zip ties if you want to. We do have the clear ones still too. The clear ones are good too. I just thought gray would look so good. Everything neat and professional looking. I know, I love it too, Susan. Like I said, it's more of the aesthetic on the back is why I did it. Because when you use it on the front, you don't see the zip ties. Look at him. He is looking so cute. Look at it. Put little ruffles up. Oh, I love this mesh. This is the perfect mesh for this. So the next batch of these will have the same mesh. Yeah, they do look sharp. Aesthetically pleasing. Now all of this can go outside in the inclement weather. The only thing that may not fare very well outside is the hat, right? The hat is just felt with stuffing. But if you made your own hat, you could make it out of burlap or something. If you want to hang your wreath right outside on like a fence or something. But the rest of them will do just fine out in the weather. What do you think, TikTok? He's starting to look really cute, huh? My friends want to do a wreath, do a craft night and make wreaths. None of them are crafty, but I do think this one they would actually be able to do. So maybe this one I'll do with them. Those ruffles up so it looks like his hair. Yeah, you could waterproof the hat. You could. But it's just hot glued together, I believe. So, I don't know. I'm not sure if I would actually put him out in the weather, but like I said, you could make your own hat and make it with some weatherproof material. Scarecrow hats are really pretty easy to make. You ordered your kit? Yeah, like I said, I only had 75. They went on sale today at 1. I only had 75 of these guys. And the next batch, I think the next batch I have a couple hundred. So if you didn't get this one, you will be able to get one in August, probably. Like I said, I think there's like 200 of them coming. Okay, 2 more and we're almost done. There's the burlap one, or the frayed one. Let's see what that'll be the last one. I actually might put some of this in the bow, because this would have looked cute in the zip ties going around. I just kind of like to have the mesh be the star of the show. Yes, it is the same mesh. I believe the one in August, I believe, comes with a 2.5-inch sunflower, orange check sunflower ribbon. But it'll probably be, you know, a few dollars more as well, though. And it comes with the sunflower ribbon and this ribbon. So you'll get 2 ribbons in the August one. But again, it'll probably be a little bit more. Okay, last piece. This is the frayed piece. Let's see what it looks like. So I frayed the ends. Oh, cool. Let's see. I'm going to put it upwards just to test it and see. Let's see if you can see the fray. Yeah, you can. So if I would have frayed all of these, it would have worked out cool. Let's try it the other way. Let's see what it looks like. Downwards. I like it better not frayed. I don't know. Some people like the frayed mesh. I'm not a huge fan of it, but if you, like I said, if I just showed you guys in case you wanted to fray it, I am going to switch out. I guess it doesn't matter. I'll cut this fray off. So it looks the same as the rest. So Jackie will be rescheduling her live. She had an allergic reaction. Oh my gosh, her skin was all red. So she took some Benadryl and it made her really sleepy. Makes everybody really sleepy. So she will be rescheduling. So that's why you guys get to hang out with me tonight. Didn't want to leave anybody hanging. Ooh, 11 people on TikTok. What? I need to come on TikTok more. I always forget about TikTok. All right, this is the last piece. I was playing around to see what the fray looked like. Okay. Okay, we want to make sure all our ruffles are up. Make sure you don't see the board. Pull the outer ones like that too. So now our wreath is 25 inches. 25 inches in diameter. So when you do it, put your mesh, flipping it towards the outside like I did, you give, so the board is 15.5 inches. So our wreath is 25 inches. So we gave ourselves another 10 inches by just having the mesh fanned out towards the outside. So we got that big wreath. You know, the customers perceived this big wreath, but meanwhile you didn't use any more supplies than you would have if you didn't fan it out. Okay, so let's get his hat ready. Look how cute that is. Look at that TikTok, isn't it cute? Okay, so let's get his hat ready. Now it does come with wires already on the hat. I cut them off. I never use the wires that are on. So they're just a flimsy, like who's going to use the wire way up here? Not me. So I just cut them off. Okay. And in your packet, you're going to get 3 pipe cleaners and 2 cable mounts. There they are, 2. Okay, so you're going to take one of your pipe cleaners, slide it through the little slit there, and we're going to attach it. Now you can use hot glue. You can use, this does have an adhesive. The adhesive is fairly strong and it will stick to the felt quite well. Okay, so you can use hot glue, you can use E6000, you can use whatever you want. You can also poke 2 holes in your hat and feed your pipe cleaner through it, and then you don't have to use cable mounts at all. You just save them. But I'm going to just use these cable mount. Put one right in the middle at the bottom here. Press it on there really good. Yeah, that's on pretty good. So you have 2 of them. put another one about right there. Now you can also put them at the sides if you want, depending on how you're going to put your hat on. Now you can have your hat going, you know, sideways if you want. You know, here's his eyes. You can put it sideways, so it's kind of sideways on his head. You can put it right in the center. Doesn't really matter where you put it. It's just put it on, kind of look at it, see if you like it there. I kind of like it to the side. So what I'm going to do is now take my pipe cleaner and I'm just going to move my mesh. Now if you wanted to put it right in the center, move your mesh and you're going to look for the number 1 and 2. That is the very center of the board. That is where you would put, oh, I think I need to move, my pipe cleaner, maybe not. If you wanted to do it right in the center, that's where you would go number 1. Actually, maybe I will. The first hole, take the pipe cleaner, go down, and then the next hole, go down, give it a light twist in the back until you put the other one in. So this one, that came off pretty easy. Maybe I should use glue. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show you. My friend Jackie Blewett bought me this handy dandy awl. Well, I think it's an ice pick, but it's called an awl. It's just very sharp. What you can do, or you can just use scissors, pinch it, okay? You're going to poke a hole right through, like that, okay? Take the pipe cleaner, there you go. Then you don't have to use anything. We'll do the same down here. No, this one's stuck better. Pinch it, poke it through. And that's why I always use, that's why I take all my wreath attachments. I never use the wire that's on them. I always take it off and put my pipe cleaners to wherever I want to attach them. And there you go. Now you don't have to worry about glue. Okay, let's go back and do this again. There's one, and I'll flip it over so you can see what holes I went to. I'm sure the automotive tape would work too, but if you don't have glue, especially people that are new, they may not have a glue gun, just take the end of your scissors and poke a hole through it, and then don't let go of it so you can slide your pipe cleaner. Okay, so there. There's one, give it a twist. You don't want to do it super tight, just till you feel some resistance. Give it a twist. Ta-da! Pull some of that mesh so you can see ruffles. And there you go. So like I said, you can put his hat on sideways if you want. Wherever you want. I put it right straight in the middle. Isn't he cute? I think I did the bottom one a little too tight. I'm just going to loosen it up a bit. So we don't want to squish the ruffles. We just want it sitting nicely on there. Okay, perfect. Now you can put some hot glue under there too once you have your hat on and stuff, but it'll stay pretty well. Okay, so I'm going to flip this over. We're going to clean up. So you're going to cut excess off, put the excess pipe cleaner back down the hole so we can keep it nice and clean looking. Got to stay professional looking. I did do one. I did a snowman with corn cob pipe coming out of his mouth. This is the first time I used that. Thanks, Jackie. Okay, so these two holes, we're going to take a zip tie, go down, and then push the zip tie back up this hole and do it up. This is going to be the hanger. Cut off the excess. There we go, nice and neat. You can put a sticker on the back or tape a business card, write a note, whatever you want. And now we're going to make him a bow. Make a bow to go right here to make him a little dapper looking. So you got this great orange royal burlap. I'm going to take my measure buddy. I'm going to make a, if you have a bow maker, you can make your bow however you want. Or if you know how to make a hand bow. But for teaching purposes, I'm just going to make a very simple bow that pretty much anybody can make. So I am going to, I think I'll use my measure buddy. But if you don't have a measure buddy, what you can do is you can fold your ribbons. I think I'm going to do this at 13 inches. So I'm going to start with this. First I'm going to make the tails. So I'm going to make my tail at 24 inches. So cut a piece, one piece at 24 inches. Okay, this is going to be the tail of the bow. Actually, I'm going to do two tails. One at 24 and one at 20. How's that? We miss you too, Chris. But life happens, we understand. Okay, so I'm going to fold this in half. This is my cheater bow. So we're going to have two little tails. So I just fold them in half. Okay, there's our tail. Two tails. Then I'm going to take, actually maybe I'll use because not everybody has a measure buddy either. Okay, let us cut at 21. So 1, 2, 3. How many loops should he have? 5, 4, 5. Now, don't lose the rest of this ribbon because this ribbon is awesome for any of your fall projects. It's a 7/8 inch. Okay, now what you're going to do is we're going to fold each piece in half. Again, if you have a bow maker or you can make a hand bow, go for it. This is for those that don't. So I did 5 of these pieces at 21 inches. And then we did one tail set at 24 and then the other one at 21. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ribbon and I am going to put it the middle, right on the number 12 on my adhesive ruler. And I'm going to take one end, I'm going to bring it to the 10. And I'm going to take the other end and bring it to the 13. Okay, just like that. So you can see it's overlapped. We want to overlap them. Now, if you have a glue gun, you can just put a strip of glue right there and then put your ribbon, put another piece of or strip of glue and do it like that. But if you don't have a glue gun, You want to overlap them pretty good so they don't come out. Like the ribbon ends don't come out. So that's 2. 3. 4. This is the last one. 5. Now, if you're teaching a class or something with this is a great way to teach them how to make a bow without having fancy tools and glue guns and all that stuff. Okay, so I've piled them all on top of each other. I'm going to take a zip tie. Also going to take that last pipe cleaner. Okay, and then I'm just going to make sure my ends of the loops are kind of all the same. Alrighty, then I'm going to take these tails. I'm going to put a zip tie just right underneath where I folded these tails. And then we're going to see where the folded ends are. That's going to go towards the tail or the table. Okay, right on top of the loop of your tail, just like that. Okay, and then you're going to come around and do your zip tie up. Now don't do it up super tight. We want to make sure it's in the middle and all our ribbons are still stacked nicely, which they are. Let's flip it up to make sure my zip tie is in the middle, which it is. Okay. There's the edge, so that's the bad side. So you want the good side facing down. Take your pipe cleaner, put it through your zip tie here. Make sure that your zip tie head is at the back of your bow. Okay. And then pinch it in the middle and then do your zip tie up. Now don't do it up super, super tight, because if you do it up too tight, we're not going to be able to move our loops around. Okay. That's going to be our front of our bow. And then we're going to cut that tail off. Okay. So there is our cheater bow. And now we're going to take our pipe cleaner. I'm going to put his bow right in the center. So again, just going to move. This is the center holes right there. I'm going to kind of weave my pipe cleaner through the mesh so it sits right on top of the mesh. So there's one. Because you can see through the mesh, you can see the holes. And then it doesn't make like an open spot where the bow is. Okay, there we go. So there's right in the center. Now we don't want to pull it too tight. Again, I'm just kind of pulling it. As soon as I feel resistance, I'm going to twist it in the back. Alrighty. And now we can start opening the loops. So you can move your loops around, open it up. So I usually start from the back. Open up your loops. those loops open. Move them around. And like I said, you can make a fancier bow if you know how to make bows and bow makers, but this is a good little bow. If you don't, especially if you're holding a workshop or something. All right. We'll roll this one. Oops. Taking my scissor fingers. Just give it a curl. There we go. That looks better. And there we go. Super cute. What do you guys think? He's cute, right? So you do have lots of this ribbon left over. What do you think, TikTok? He's kind of cute, huh? And you can add, like I said, you can add raffia. We could, oh, I was going to put some of this in. Let's see what it looks like. There's a lot on here. I would just glue this in, but you can see what it looks like. Oh, that actually looks really good. So if you're just going to glue it in, you want to kind of weave the wire in the mesh. I'm just going to put a few in to see what it looks like. Oh, I like it. I like it. And we would just hot glue those in. Or just kind of stuck it in. There, kind of makes the bow stick out. And it kind of looks like little corn stalks. It's brown and mustard. Oh, doesn't that look cute? There we go. This is the 2024 Unique in the Creek Scarecrow for this year. Thanks everybody for joining me. The kit, there is another kit. I will be doing that sometime this week. It's a Home Sweet Home one. But this one, they're both available at uniqueinthecreek.com. There's all kinds of fun stuff that you can add. There's actually a little wood bead sunflower that you can hang from the bottom here. There's just so much you can add to your wreath just to give it a little bit of, you know, flair and jazz it up. It is super cute. Okay, guys, that's it. So uniqueinthecreek.com. Go over to Wreath Kits. Make sure you check out, new to the shop, our fall and some Christmas and Halloween is starting to trickle in. I say trickle because it's only about 1/8 of the items have come. So we're waiting, patiently waiting. But these are available now. And there is some fun stuff on the website that are new. Okay, everybody? Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching TikTok. Thanks for watching Facebook and YouTube. And happy wreathing. Bye, everybody.